Let's welcome Karltzy and the Indo panel. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, panelists from English.
Hello.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you so much.
Hello, Carl. Hey, man. Hey, this is the guy I was talking about, right? We are going to be in the presence of greatness. The GOAT of MLBB is here. Carl, how you feeling, man? You've been watching a lot of MPL ID recently.
It's okay now.
You've been watching a lot of MPL ID recently, Carl. What do you think about MPL ID so far in the playoffs? Is it different or is it exactly what you've expected?
It's very different, but it is what I expected from MPL ID. It's like a brawl match, and it's really entertaining to watch.
So Carl, we got a question here from the Indonesian panel, right? Are you ready to face Onyx, Alter Ego, our two representatives from Indonesia later on at the M7 World Championship?
Right now, not yet, but maybe soon because we haven't practiced yet because we take a rest.
What do you think about Indonesian gameplay?
Indonesian gameplay is very unique. The only region where I can see everyone is like fighting everybody, you know. They always love to take clashes that's unnecessary, but I love the way they play it, you know. It's a very mechanical region, and I feel like the players in Indonesia have really high mechanical skill.
I'm going to ask you, Carl, again, looking at these two teams, we expected Onyx. Hey, Stanford even said he was going to uninstall MLBB if Onyx don't make it to the M7 World Championship. But I think to a lot of people, and I don't know if it's for you as well, you didn't expect Alter Ego to make it. Now, so Carl, what do you think about Alter Ego and their rise to success this playoffs?
I feel like they're a really good team and they have done it very well in the match already. I feel like they also deserve to be in the World Championship based on how they're playing. And I also want to face against the rookie. He's a very good jungler.
I see.
What do you think about Yasuke, man? The man of the hour here, the crazy rookie that has been shattering everyone's expectations. Is he a real threat?
Yeah. Carl, what do you think about Yasuke, the rookie monster for season 16?
I feel like he's a really good jungler, but I didn't see much any other heroes except Poison. So I want to see more of him like another hero.
Now I want to ask the GOAT for some winning conditions. You know, you've been watching a lot of Onyx, a lot of Alter Ego. Hold on, wait, before that, Carl. I heard from a lot of viewers that you were laughing while watching MPL Indonesia in the first few days. Now, what do you think about the gameplay of the other Indonesian teams? Like, is it different to the grand finalists? Was it just kind of wacky for you?
Because they do some unnecessary things that don't need to do in game, but it's very entertaining. You know, I'm just happy watching them.
Right, Carl. So, what do you think is the reason as to why Indonesia hasn't been able to find success internationally? You know, we're a big region. We won at the M1 World Championship. We've always been competitive, even in scrims. But what's the difference between Indonesian players and Filipino players? What's the difference between the regions? Why can't we perform, in your opinion?
In my opinion, because Philippines is much more disciplined team, unlike Indonesia, and I feel like that's the only reason that Indonesia hasn't been winning.
So, Carl, you have had the pleasure to play with someone as talented as Sanford in your team. You know, an XP laner who, for me, the best XP laner of all time. But right now, we actually finally have some XP laners ourselves in Indonesia who I think have a chance to get to that level. Now, what differentiates Sanford from the XP laners that we have in Indonesia?
I feel like Sanford right now is very experienced, and I think Sanford's mechanical skill right now is on par with other Indonesian players too, and also he has a macro that is very high.
All right, Carl, you've been playing for a long time, man. We saw you go crazy at M2 all the way to today. Now, you've faced a lot of Indonesian players. Now, which out of the very many Indonesian players you faced stands out? Which name stands out?
Indonesian player?
Yeah, it could be just from MPL Indo. You could say Kyrie, you could say an import.
Yeah. I feel like Iboy.
Iboy.
Why?
Is there a reason? Why? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because I think he has a very, very high skilled player, and he always gets me in scrims.
Oh, jadi
All right, Carl, so what's the difference between the Indonesian junglers and the Filipino junglers?
I feel like Filipino junglers play a lot of utility junglers, but in Indo they only play like Jason Shin and other assassin heroes.
Right, Carl, got a question here, a follow-up question from KB. we know that Alter Ego style is very chaotic. Even Beloyski's mentioned in his watch party that Alter Ego's chaotic style can actually trump a lot of the disciplined style of the Filipino teams. Now, for you, do you think this is going to be a problem, Alter Ego's chaotic style for the Filipino teams?
I think yes, but for sure we're gonna respect it, especially in the drafting, and we're gonna be ready how to beat it.
So, Karl, between the two junglers, who do you think will have the upper hand in the upcoming grand finals?
I think it's still Kyrie because he has a lot of heroes and he's much more experienced than Yazuki. But I think Yazuki, when he gets his heroes, I think he can also pop off.
All right, Karl, we've seen two different drafts here from Onyx Comfort, from Alter Ego. We got some crazy stuff. So which drafts do you think will have the upper edge? Will it be Coach Zephyr and Alter Ego or Coach Adi with Onyx?
I think it's much easier with Coach Adi, especially they already saw how Alter Ego play, but I don't know what Coach Zephyr gonna bring out today.
I want to see your power rankings. I want to see whether you think the power rankings that we have here is accurate or not. So Karl, power rankings, M7 World Championships by the GOATs, by you. Who do you think is the challenger? Who do you think makes it to watch list and underdog? So let's start with underdog first, Karl. Who makes it to your underdog for M7?
My underdog for M7 is Team Spirit.
Ooh. You have a why? Why is Team Spirit your underdog?
I feel like they just got unlucky on the AWC tournament, and I feel like they can do more.
Karl, who will make it to your watch list category for the M7 power rankings?
I still feel like it's still Onyx ID.
Wow.
We have one more segment where it's challenger. So why did you put? Do you want to change that, or do you think you're still gonna put them at watch list?
I feel like right now watch list.
Okay, watch list. Any reason why that Onyx is on the watch list, not challenger?
Because I feel like they're lacking in so many ways, and I didn't expect them to go like in game 5 or 7 like that. Yeah.
Who would you put in the M7 World Championship power rankings as your challenger?
Aurora PH.
Okay. We don't need to ask you why. I think we know after hearing those answers. Thank you so much, my GOAT, our GOAT, Karltzy, for joining us. Thank you to the panel. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later at M7 in Indonesia, Karl. See ya!
Dadah, Indo!